there are six pillars, if you like, six great forces of change that are really affecting everything we do here at the moment. Each of those forces or pillars is as momentous, really, as the Industrial Revolution if they were on their own. If each of these things or any of these things were just taken on their own, they would be as momentous. They would put up the same challenges and the same opportunities as the Industrial Revolution. But the thing about now is that they're all happening together. They are really in no order of priority. The energy transition. And with the energy transition, we're trying to really replace in a couple of decades an energy system that's taken us 160 years to build, and which is really the basis of our stability and our prosperity. Then second, there's climate change, which is different from the energy transition. It's connected to it, but it's a different set of challenges, and it's very, very important, as we all know. And then separately, there's data and what we can do with data and the collection of data and the knowledge and the transfer of information that's made possible by data. And then fourth, the AI revolution, artificial intelligence, this idea that soon we'll have potentially artificial general intelligence, a new and separate intelligence from our own that's different from us as well. Then, obviously, as we've seen so much this year, really massive geopolitical change going on, real changes, tectonic changes in geopolitics globally. And then finally, globally relevant scale of immigration going on around the world, the movement of people, really, in many ways, in response to a lot of those challenges and those opportunities that I've just mentioned, but also for other reasons. All of these things really bear on our country, but also here at Gilbert and Tobin and what we do and the way we're thinking about what our clients require and need for the in the energy resources and infrastructure area.
So you're an energy and infrastructure specialist. So I was, as you were saying that, I was wondering, why do we need to break it down into six pillars?
Well, you really do.
I understand we've got this mess of things happening. I get that. But why do we need to pigeonhole things like that?
So you can respond to them appropriately and effectively, and you can understand where you sit in terms of competition for capital, the opportunities that you need to take advantage of, where we need to become more resilient, and what government's likely response is going to be to all of those challenges.
I certainly get it from a communications point of view. If you look at them one at a time, yes, you're right. Data or the information revolution is different from AI, but they're connected, and they're also connected to climate change, geopolitics, and the other forces that you talked about.
So let's just take two examples that are closely related to each other in terms of where we need to go, where we need to get to, and how we adapt and respond to these challenges, and also how we become more resilient and how we make the most of the opportunities that they present to us. Let's take the energy transition and artificial intelligence. On one hand, artificial intelligence is a voracious consumer of energy. So it's in order to become a real player in artificial intelligence, we really need to work on and ensure we have an appropriate level of energy security at the right price, with the right amount of reliability, the right area, part of the grid, from the right sort of generation. And then secondly, though, the energy transition with a more volatile, dispersed grid, AI will play a part in ensuring that we're able to receive the same or better energy security from that grid, because in an AI-enabled grid, you get the power you need, not merely the power you want, and you don't even feel the difference, right? Because of the way that AI is able to correlate what you need to what's available. And so there's a symbiosis there. Now, each of those things that I mentioned, each of those six things is relevant to, are relevant to each other. They're all interdependent.
Chris Flynn, thank you very much.
Thanks, Pete.